When I was in 3rd grade of Catholic school, we were in the middle of religious studies class when a classmate asked the following question. If Satan is God's enemy, then why does he punish bad people instead of rewarding them? All he got for an answer was a blank stare. So today I'm gonna try and find an answer to that question. This idea of hell is dumb. After God said, "Let there be light," and there was light, he used it to create the archangels to help him shape the universe. Among these, his favorite, the most beautiful and intelligent, Lucifer. Then God created man and ordered the archangels to bow down to man, to which his favorite one refused. Lucifer joined by a gang of other archangels who agreed with him in that no being made out of light should bow down to one made out of dust, rebelled against God to take his throne, waged war against him, and ultimately got cast down. Where? To hell, a fiery underworld whence the fallen ones swore to keep waging their war against God, but this time in neutral turf, earth, by corrupting the souls of his new favorite pet. So somehow defying the Almighty gets you a kingdom of your own to engage him in spiritual combat, but instead of corrupting mankind with rewards, Lucifer does God's bidding by torturing the sinners, the people he wants on his dark side of this battle. Huh? This is what most people believe about hell, but the thing is, it's not even true, or rather canon. Hell is never described in the Bible as a fiery pit with pitchfork-wielding demons stabbing people as they boil them. Hell is, as per Matthew 22:13, the outer darkness, an empty, dark, cold place, the farthest you can be from God's warm presence, the source of all goodness. It is not a place of torture, but of agonizing wait, where, quote, "there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth," a prison of loneliness. An angry pitchfork-wielding demon would at least keep you some kind of company. The idea of hell is a different one. God cast Lucifer into hell because A is the farthest place from heaven, which is above, and B is not earth itself, where mankind lives. So hey, at least the guy has to commute to get to work. As Revelations 12:12 says, "Woe the earth and the sea, because the devil has gone down to you." Satan doesn't punish anyone, he merely tempts them, taking advantage of their free will by pushing them astray from God, so the Heavenly Father is forced, by his own rule, to punish his children for their bad behavior. Kinda like an asshole older brother. Causing conflict between God and his creation is a way to spite both parties. Luring mankind into his own shadow realm is Satan's only choice too, since by virtue of being away from the source of goodness, he is incapable of creating anything good. Hell is not Satan's kingdom either, but the sole place he can reside in until the final judgment. That's the only time hell will be ablaze, when it turns into the lake of fire, burning all the sinners, including Satan himself. The idea of a fiery hell comes from somewhere else. In the New Testament, Matthew 25:41 says, "Depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels," likely referring to the moment the lake of fire overtakes the dark underworld. But Mark 9:43 starts conflating both of them, quote, "And if thy hand offend thee, cut it off. It is better for thee to enter into life maimed, than having two hands to go into hell, into the fire that never shall be quenched." A story from the 12th century, St. Patrick's Purgatory, tells of Owen, a knight that goes into an entrance of hell St. Patrick himself found in an island. Sir Owen visits 4 fields of punishment where sinners are devoured by dragons, set upon by serpents and toads, fixed to the ground with red-hot nails, baked in furnaces, immersed in boiling cauldrons, and hooked to a burning wheel. Owen keeps going and comes upon a well from which naked bodies spew forth like sparks and then fall back into the flames. He has arrived into the hell mouth itself. The lake of fire from Judgment Day already burns here in the outer darkness. It seems as though somewhere along the line they retroactively drench the once dark hell with liquid fire that burns forever. The 1321 epic poem Dante Alighieri's The Divine Comedy seems to get a lot of the blame for painting scenes of hellfire in the social imaginary. But of the 9 circles of hell in which his path takes him, only 2 of them burn in some manner. In the 6th circle, heretics are forced to lay in burning tombs. In the 7th circle, there are 3 rings. The outer ring is reserved for murderers, submerged in boiling blood, and the innermost circle is a desert of burning sand where blasphemers reside. And in one of the spaces of circle number 8, there are demons whipping people. But the rest of hell is icy winds and rains. Even Satan himself is trapped chest deep into ice his own ever-flapping wings generate. And then there's 1667 John Milton's Paradise Lost, the story of the fall of Lucifer from his perspective. Hell there is a fiery gulf, a deluge fed with ever-burning sulfur unconsumed. The ocean of fire spreads over an indefinite space. Their place is constantly afflicted with floods and whirlwinds of tempestuous fire. So hot and burning, got it? Except hell, in Milton's words, is as one great furnace flame, yet from those flames no light, but rather darkness visible. Hell is fiery, but with flames that give just enough light to, quote, allow its prisoners only to discover sights of woe. Give this conflation of ideas a few centuries and many retellings and interpretations, and we end up with the evil king of hell doing God's dirty work just cause. Or not. Is this idea of hell dumb though? Satan wants mankind to be on his side, so he sets about tempting them into turning away from God. And since God cast him away from himself, the source of all goodness, Satan can't reward people for their bad behavior. He is incapable of doing anything else other than cause pain and suffering, whether he wants it to be that way or not. The devil's true punishment is having his demons stab people with pitchforks, the very people he is trying to entice, his prospective soldiers in the war against God, all the while asking for their forgiveness because he can't change the game but only follow its rules. So, if my classmate ever hears this, I don't think our teacher had the time or patience or willingness to explain all of this to 3rd graders. You kinda came out of left field with that one. I hope that answers your question, dude.